what's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. This is going to be your Potomac review. We are down here real quick. We not going to be no long, drawn-out stuff because I got to hurry up and handle my business and get to handling my business. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Nothing really happened over the weekend. Nothing too major, anything like that. Just did mostly relaxing. I will talk about some other things tomorrow. Come down here tomorrow and talk. It's just dark in the morning, so I'll come down here. I'll come down here later in the day because of the morning. So we're gonna start off. It's, the time is about to change. So we're gonna start off with Gizelle. She is at a jewelry store because Juan is getting a ring for what's the girl's name? Robyn. And she's really loving this ring, this morganite ring, which is, I guess, it's a different stone, not a diamond, for her. And she really likes it. And they help, Gizelle helps him pick out, hold on, here we go. Gizelle helps him pick out the ring. Juan's ass is fine. That's all I gotta say. Monique, so he's gonna pay about, less than $10,000 for the ring, and we're here for it. We love the ring. It looks nice. It's beautiful, whatever. Okay. I think it's funny how they're acting. It's almost as though they're acting as if they're like this new couple and this is something new. And I guess, I don't know. I mean, if I feel like, you've been with each other since you were in college. You've have 2 children. You've gone through all of these things. The pomp and circumstance, I don't get it. For just to get remarried, I don't understand it. So whatever. Monique is on her 3rd live podcast. She is experiencing low ticket sales. Do we know why she's experiencing low ticket sales? Did she say what the reason was it for? People are just not interested. What's the problem? We don't know. Pastor Pearl, her theme for her the theme for her podcast is Redefined Me. And she is hoping that that the women will see and understand how she has redefined herself in 2 weeks. Girl. She asked herself, she was embarrassed. Why did you go and run after the girl? She's so embarrassed. Why did you do that? And she finally started feeling bad. But she hasn't reached out to her because it's legal now, which I think it's a fucking excuse. I think that you could have still sent Candace a text message and said, girl, I know we got the lawyers involved, but I'm sorry. And there's no legality that says you can't apologize to the person that you harmed just because there's lawyers involved. It's not that big of an issue. You are being charged with 2nd-degree assault. What Monique did afterwards in terms of filing a counterclaim was evidence of her not accepting accountability for her actions, but believing she was actually provoked by I'm asleep and we're bored into blacked out triggered anger. So she's going to invite all the girls. She thinks it's absolutely important for us to support each other. She calls Robyn. Robyn says, send me the info. She calls Karen. Karen says, absolutely, I'm going to be there. And then she calls Wendy. Wendy tells her straight out, girl, I don't really know if I'm going to be able to make it, girl, because last time I talked to you, you didn't have any remorse for what you did. And I would be a fucked up person, and it wouldn't sit well with me if I supported you after you did what you did. And that was it for that. Ray and Karen, they go see a life coach, and Ray doesn't like therapy like a lot of Black American men, or a lot of Black men, a lot of men of color don't like therapy. They just don't like it. They don't want anybody telling them what to do. They want to be able to justify their actions by whatever standards they come up with, and nobody else to tell them that they could possibly be wrong in the way that they're navigating their life. So they don't want anybody to tell them that. And he's used to being He's used to Karen being Ray Huger's wife, and now he's Karen Huger's husband. And he says that you need to make yourself available to participate in the institution of marriage if you want your marriage to work. He's used to her being a housewife, and all she had to tend to was him and the house. And that's what he was used to. And she was like, wait a minute, let's talk about your business challenges, because that's not all I was. I wasn't just a home. I wasn't just a mule and a mattress. Okay. I also helped you, resurrect your business and helped you out of a bind when you were, effed up on the business side. I gave you half of my money to help you. And I stood by you. So Ray actually acknowledges that his wife stood by him and helped him in his, in his business dealings to help him out of his debt. Ray finally says, thank you. And she says that's really all that she wanted. That's what she wanted, is an acknowledgement and appreciation. And I think a lot of women are simple like that. They always say how men are simple with their needs, but a lot of women just want somebody to say thank you, to appreciate what they've done, and for you to reciprocate what she has done. People are tired of being mules and mattresses. You want me to do all this work and you want to lay on top of me, but you want to conveniently leave out that I helped you out of your business issues. I helped you with your business issues. So we're out of here. Wendy's with her children. She's giving out breast milk to her little boys. It was so cute. And they talked about, honey, breast milk is gold, baby. That's why it's gold. It helps the children boost their immune system. It gives them all the nutrients and vitamins that they need. And we saw the older little boys say, I felt better after mommy gave me a drop of breast milk. And that's just what it is. So Wendy's saying she is going to have an event called Wine with Wendy, where they're going to be talking about pressing issues. And she's inviting all the ladies except for Monique. Let me tell you how I appreciate Wendy not mincing words, not speaking in riddles, being forthright, and being transparent. She was on the phone with Monique and told her, I don't think it would be right for me to show up. I would feel fucked up if I did. After what I saw you do and have no remorse for what you do, I don't think I could support anything that you're doing 2 weeks after you done beat somebody in the head. I'm not about to do that. And I'm inviting everybody except for Monique, because I'm here to empower women, not to empower women who beat up on other women. Hallelujah. We're out here. We're not normalizing violence. We don't think it's okay for you to get violence as a form of communication. And just because you are unable to verbalize how you feel about any situation, it's not okay to put your hands on people. And it's never going to be okay. Never. Unless it's self-defense, and that's it. So she calls Candace. She calls Gizelle. Gizelle was like, the way she answered the phone, they seem like they're in, a good place. She calls Candace. Candace lets her know that she's having many panic attacks. And because there's just so much lie. Now, remember, Monique lied about the situation, took it to the blogs, and now the blogs are reporting this. And as a result of these reports, Candace is now being harassed on the internet by everybody who supports Monique, okay, and who doesn't like her. And so she mentioned about Karen and the pressing charges, and now she's backpedaling. And she says if it's okay if she can pull Karen at the event, can I pull her and talk to her? And Wendy lets her know, yeah, it's cool. You're supported. I will support you. And I was here for all of that. I was here for Wendy supporting and really being like, I'm letting you know where I stand in this, and it's not next to Monique, and I'm not hemming and hawing, and I don't have any loyalty to Monique to figure out, like, what do I need to do? How do I need to make sure that I'm still supporting her, even though she was violence against another person in our friend group. And Wendy lets Candace know, you have a friend in me. You have a friend in me. I love when Karen looked in the camera when she was talking about how, honey, when you are down for your man, honey, she looked directly into the camera. Again, like I said, I love the way that Wendy is being straightforward about how she feels about Monique and what she did. Wendy let Candace know You could talk to Karen at our event. I fully support you. I love the way they set that up. To me, I feel like Wendy's event is the type of event that Monique needs to be at. Monique wants to be this socialite, philanthropist type of girl. You need to be in this friend group, in this group networking with these women. You really messed up. And the fact that you wanted to ice Candace out, or suggested that maybe Candace needs to be iced out, and you over here with your North Face jacket on, girl, freezing, because the girls they don't see it for you. They're not here for you. They're not supporting you. They're not going to do anything to even make you think, let you feel like we're in support of anything that you're doing right now. She didn't even mention inviting Gizelle, because she already know how Gizelle feels about the situation. Jamal and Gizelle are on their way to the airport. She's saying that she really misses Jamal. It's long distance. They look like two BFFs sitting there. They don't look like a man and a woman who like to... She does not look like she wants Jamal's penis inside of her vagina. I get no chemistry. I get no energy. It's a friendship energy that I see. I see co-parents, okay? I don't see lovers sitting right there. And Jamal, he's sitting up there looking like he has a bulletproof vest on, looking a mess. They didn't even kiss each other before they left. It's a mess. But he sat there and basically... She says she didn't have no individuality when it comes to being with him. That's your problem now. That's why you lose your individual self, and then you end up resenting the person because you decided to put your all into them. They're walking through their lives as an individual, and you're walking as some codependent, stupid ass floozy out here. Just dumb. Like, dumb. You sound dumb. And don't make yourself sound dumb for this fake storyline, Gizelle. Like, that's really bad. And the way that your daughters are looking at you, like, you're losing your individuality for this man. No, that's not how you want to model relationship or relating to men for your daughters, or relating to people, that you lose your individuality. That shit was tired as fuck. I was like, that's gross. I'm just here waiting on you. We're not the same people we were 10 years ago. And she's like, well, I don't express myself often. So Jamal is saying he would have sat there until you said something about you guys wanting to be together in both states. I don't know. It's fake to me. Whatever. So Monique, she's going over meeting notes with the people that she's going to have the live broadcast or the live podcast with. She makes it very clear that she does not want to talk about the physical altercation, and the mistress of ceremonies looked like, girl, yeah, right, because when we get out there, I'm gonna ask you. And she did, and I would have fired her ass. Bitch, I told you in the back room, don't ask me no fucking questions about me and Candace. And that bitch got her cotton candy colored hair up there. Her hair was real cute, but she got her ass up there and asked Monique exactly what she told her not to ask her, and I don't appreciate that at all. Bitch, you're fired. And Monique had to keep it together, but we know how Monique likes to resolve conflict. She might have beat up the girl after. We don't know. Only person who showed up was Ashley. That's the only friends that you have. Karen sent her a message at 6:30 telling her that she couldn't come, and she said she's just not feeling it. And I'm in my emotions, and I feel like I'm being iced out. Well, when they say when you dig a grave for somebody else, dig one for yourself. When you're preparing poison for someone else and you accidentally drink the poison instead of giving the poison to the other person, that's what's happening to Monique. I know people want to say, oh, I'm so tired of talking about this altercation, but had a man beat up Candace, we would still be talking about this altercation. Violence against women, I don't give a fuck if a woman was the perpetrator or a man was a perpetrator. It's still the same energy. Still the same energy. Do you guys believe that Monique learned her lessons from 2 weeks ago? Just in 2 weeks. Do you believe that someone who was triggered into a blacked out angry and running after somebody, do you believe that they have changed and addressed their triggers in 2 weeks? You let me know in the comments. Monique says she's done with arguing with people. She told Ashley what Wendy said. She told her what Karen said. And then Ashley is back, honey. She said, well, speaking of the legal thing, Karen is the one that basically told Candace to go file charges. That's a lie, right? We heard Candace at the beginning of the episode say, none of what I did has anything to do with what Karen told me to do. I believe that Candace's mother, it was the one who influenced her to go down there and press charges. And also the fact that somebody reported back to Candace that this woman who called you a sister, who blacked out and got angry and hit you in the head and wouldn't let go and was triggered by you saying I'm bored and we're asleep, she doesn't have any remorse. So that's another motivating factor. It wasn't Karen. So Ashley, in her true fashion, sat up there and lied and said that it was Karen who convinced her. Nobody likes to feel like they're being iced out, and that's how I'm feeling right now. Then she mentions that Candace has always been antagonistic or antagonizing, but she does not deserve to be treated that way. She didn't deserve that. So Monique said that Candace did not deserve what happened to her. However, we're looking at you a year ago, and we're going off of your actions since that time, and your actions, while you say she didn't deserve it on this show, your actions are saying otherwise. Here we go once again, Monique, where your actions and your words are not matching. It's an inauthentic energy about everything that you got going on with you. I don't believe it. Ashley says it was Karen that was instigating Candace to file charges against Monique. Now Monique thinks Karen encouraged Candace. And then Candace did make that statement earlier. Robyn and Juan having family night. Robyn conveniently goes to the bathroom, and Juan tells the kids and the parents he is going to ask permission once again to marry a daughter that he's been living with for the last 20 years. I don't understand. I don't know how long Juan and what you call it been together, but it's been almost 20 years. They've been together as long as Ray and Karen. At Wendy event, Karen shows up. They give each other their little fake kisses. Robyn comes in with this horrible burgundy wig that was horrible. It would have been cuter that color, but a different style. You literally look like you had a mop on the top of your head. Candace wanted to know, bitch, are you running from the IRS? Why do you have that wig on, bitch? Just pay the IRS so you don't have to run from them, girl. Anyway, so the event starts. Do you guys think that this would have been a good event for Monique to be in? Especially as she desires to move within the community of Potomac, how she wants to position herself as a woman who does these things. Do you believe that this would have been a perfect event for Monique? You have to hold politicians accountable. This is what they're talking about. Same thing goes with Monique. You got to hold people accountable. Wendy discusses how important politics are. Gizelle and Robyn and Ashley are sitting down, and Gizelle tells Ashley and Robyn that Karen used half of her savings to get Ray out of debt. Now, when they were sitting there talking, did I think it was messy? I didn't feel it was messy. I felt like they were genuinely concerned about Karen and what she was going through. And Wendy says, women soldier for their men. Y'all gotta get out of that. But I mean, if he's soldiering for you, then you can soldier right on up. Ashley said that Karen purposely told them about the issues with Ray, and so that we could know, I guess how to treat her or whatever. So I do think it came from a place of genuine concern. Candace and Karen go sit down to talk. Candace says that she's in therapy trying to figure out her emotions regarding this thing. I'm really concerned with how many people want a person who does not come from an environment like that to be attacked and beat up the way that Candace was, for her to just get over it. I don't understand that. If you've gone through a traumatic experience and for you it's been traumatic, the expectation that you get over it within 2 weeks is unrealistic. I don't think that she should be told to get over it. Let's see. You have made excuses and have coddled, and she says to Karen, which we don't agree with. We know that Karen told Monique immediately, Girl, are we getting physical now? That's what we're doing? You fucked up. And I would have pressed charges. To me, that seems like she's saying Monique was wrong. So I don't know what they want Karen to do. I need to hear from you that you understand that what Monique did was wrong. Karen says, honey, your mind is so powerful and so is your mouth. And let me tell you, young woman, that I protected and coddled you and had your back when I didn't agree with everything that you did. I said, bitch, you better tell her. Karen, let Candace know, bitch, this is where I stand, and you're not going to make, as much as you see me as an auntie and as much as you see me as a good Judy or whatever the fuck the way you see me, I am not going to allow you to make me do anything I don't want to do. And I was here for that. And I had your back even when I didn't agree with everything that you did. Girl, Monique did a horrific thing, and I told her she needs help. If the shoe was reversed, I would have done the same for you. Karen said that she's insulted by Candace's actions. As much as I'm a big sister or auntie for you, I don't want to be told what to think. Hallelujah. As she's doing that, here comes Wendy in her green skirt, and she said, girl, listen, we want you to hold the girl accountable. Wendy, Ashley, and Robyn are sitting there talking to Monique. Have you slept in 3 months? Wendy is saying, have you slept in 3 months? Talking about little Jim Crow. Have you slept in 3 months? Did you whoop anybody's ass because you were so tired? Ashley, get out of here making excuses. Then Ashley tells us what everybody has already figured out. Monique had your back because she didn't show them tapes from your basement. From her basement that shows Michael grabbing somebody's ass. Allegations. We've said that. She wasn't clear and specific on what she said, but she said Monique could have lied on me, and she didn't lie on me. So that's the reason why I have her back, because of that thing that happened with Michael. She let us know the reason why she has Monique's back, and it's all because we're protecting your raggedy ass, ashy ass, disgusting ass husband. Gizelle says, I think you're giving Monique too much credit. It shows integrity that she didn't lie on me. Girl, you make no sense. A person is not supposed to lie on you. You think a person is exemplifying integrity because they don't lie on you? Out of here. Out of here. Shut up, Ashley. I just want Monique to say I don't like Candace and I want to fight her. That's what Wendy said to Karen. That's all she has to say is, girl, I don't like you and I wanted to fight you. That's what Wendy's saying. And that's what we're all saying too. Candace says something is wrong with Monique medically, and I'm going to stand neutral with her until we figure out what these test results say. There's nothing wrong with Monique. That's what Candace and Wendy are saying. There's nothing wrong with Monique. If you blacked out and after you came to, why would you run around the barn? Why would you run around the barn? Wendy says, I don't care who you are. I'm going to hold you accountable. Candace says, Monique keeps leaking stuff to the blogs. There is no neutral ground in this. Karen says, Karen feels that, which a lot of people have this idea. If I hold someone accountable somehow, some way, I've abandoned them. And that's not how you do that. You can support someone. You can hold someone accountable at the same time. I support you, but what you did was absolutely wrong. But we hope that Candace sees that Karen has really chose a side without actually saying it. So I don't know what else Candace wants. Wendy asked Candace, are you okay, girl? And she says, I got your back. Candace was like, you a real bitch. And she was like, no, I got your back. I'm not. That's what she, and I believe that whoever Monique attacked, whoever that was, Wendy would have the same feeling. It don't have nothing to do with Monique because she don't know Monique. She knows Candace. And what you've done is attacked my friend, and you coming out saying you have no remorse, no excuse, no remorse, no justification. Now, nobody knows that Monique has had this conversation with Ashley at the live podcast saying she didn't deserve that. She hasn't had that conversation with them yet. So anyways, y'all, that's my time. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. We'll get down in the comments. I'm here for Wendy supporting Candace. Candace needed someone, whether she has Gizelle or Robyn, which I feel like their support is biased. They don't like Monique, and a lot of people are just supporting Candace because they don't like Monique, when Wendy is actually saying what Monique did was wrong. I don't care who she was. What she did was wrong, and I'm supporting the person she did wrong to. And I'm here for all of that. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.